Hi Libra, how are you? It's Kimberly from As the Cards Turn Tarot. We're going to look at your September reading to see, what's going on with the energies. We're going to reflect a little backwards, see what you left. There's a lot of perspectives in this reading. I let the table take it. So let's see what's happening for you guys, Libras. Okay, they want crystals. This is for our Libras. This is just my basket of crystals that I pull a lot for you, okay? And then I read them. This is for September, please, for our lovely Libras. What's going on? All right, well, wow, all right. So there's a balancing happening here. A lot of pets around you. Um, there's something that was set and cleared here. It was kind of known to you, but it's something to reflect right here. Could be doing with the Capricorn. There's a protective ring around you, but there was a lot of truth with that, a gate there. Something set from the past. It's still a little murky. You don't know how it's going to be. You don't feel any benefit to it. Let's see what's going on. This could be past tense, the energy that I just picked up for. All right, you see. I'll take this one, they said. Yeah, there's a different reflection, and I knew that was coming to you. That's what it clearly says in you. They said take that one too. Yeah, see, I don't read these upside down. I don't read Oracle upside down. I prefer the overall energy. So there is some compassion from the past, right? So that's what I see in your crystals, because you have a burnt out and you also have a good reflection. You have a double of gate here, if not triple. You hold it, you were hoping for a Stardust energy, you were hoping for something different. You're handling it with grace, you're trying to be patient, you know. Let's see what this compassion is. Why is compassion here in the past? Well, it could be for children, something to do with children, a more kindred spirit also, And I don't want to say, don't, coming through this portal, don't leave you didn't. I want to say that you reflected it. Why the rose quartz is there? Because the innocence is here. So there was a transformation maybe with children, you know what I'm saying? So you always have a compassion to do with that, even though it's a past situation. Why is the kindred spirit here? And remind yourself that you have to listen. Something that you listen to yourself with. I'm going to put that over the door. That's what you come in the portal with. You were really having a good reflection here. You were listening. Maybe you're being pulled in two different directions to what you really want. So, universe, you're reflecting a little bit. Let's see. What did they bring through the door? Well, something in love and protection. There was something to do with love and something you were protecting. You held that sword of clarity, but you also held a shine of something, that compassion. Of course, that's a shine. You were really looking at something. Maybe if you let go of something, you eventually thought in your mind it would come back, it would clear out. So you took love through the door and you took some protection, but you also listened to the way you were protecting. You listened to a compassionate part, or maybe you expressed that as well. You didn't find benefit with something. Again, dream cards keep coming out. I'm going to give it to you, Crown Thought. Because, let's see what. I just want one more, please, on that protection. What is that protection? They may not give it to me. They want a direction. So we're going to go for a direction. Okay, thank you, Spirit Guides. Now we're going to go into a different look at this. Why is this compassion here in the past? Can I have one on them? Wow. Why is this compassion here? Okay. There was wisdom. Is that right? For Libras, please. For leaving what they left in this portal. What was the compassion there for? Spirit guides. Why is that compassion here? Can I have one more? All right. So you wanted to co-create something. I knew that. You. That's why I said. They said only one. They want me to clarify this pile. Don't worry. We're going to keep going. But what you took through the door was something that you wanted to co-create. It was finding your own inner dreams right here with the crown thought. You were also reflecting something. But there was harsh truth to this. There was a healing with it too. And also like an acceptance. But It weighs heavy on you. You're not saying nothing. So you're listening for signs. Wow. You're reflecting two-party. I missed that. They said, look at the top one. So something clarity came to you fast, or a conversation came to you fast right in the beginning of the portal. You felt like it was a new beginning. Yeah, they're really reading, something that was unclear, maybe with an Aquarius. Okay, there was something unclear with an Aquarius. So you're protecting something. You're listening to your environment while you walk through this door. You're also listening to yourself. You know some wisdom that sits on a line, and I think that's what gives you that compassion. You reflected a different way, that third eye awakening. They said no more. It's a cut. They're definitely bringing me to chakras, so they definitely want me to look at your chakras. But I want to see why this dream is here. Say something was with an Aquarius, okay? Maybe something was unclear. You weren't bringing something together that you really wanted to co-create. And again, maybe you felt like this was a soulmate. We could have the same sign here. We have Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. We have also an unknown Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, but something didn't come together that you really hoped would. Yeah. Could be doing with a Scorpio, Aquarius, or Sag. Sag could be involved. The King of Cups, the Queen of Cups is here. It was a love relationship. It was unspoken love is a dream. Something that you hold that's unclear. You hold some love, but you reflect from afar. You almost protect. You're observant. Whatever you're doing, you're very observant. Maybe you're co-creating something with business, but you're observant. Slow and steadily, you're observant of a Capricorn, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Right? There's something that you're happy with. You don't want to look at, you don't want to hold a burden, and you don't want no problems. So you're kind of confused with something. I want to say that's the past. But you have compassion for this person. Yeah, here you are. Maybe for yourself too. So you were balancing something, but you had to look at it first. You had to pay attention to what the resources, what the benefits was, how innocent it was, why you had to protect it. Wow, that's a lot coming through the door. No wonder why they wanted me to halt for a minute. But you did well because you're upright. That's why I'm saying 3 truths. Let's see what this protection is there for Libras. Why is that protection? Yeah, it was a victory that you brought through the door. It's like winning all costs, though, It's like having so much protection. Maybe you just felt like, geez, I did the right thing in protecting something, or a past decision. You slowed up and it wound up being okay for you to co-create. There's a victory here in love. Something you wanted. Now, you could be dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Sag. Something you wanted. Could be dealing with another Libra, too. Or you. There's a relation. I'll look at it because it's a peeker. Okay. There was an Aquarius. There's that Aquarius over here. You didn't wish something, you hold it quietly. You were trying to fix a tower moment. Maybe you didn't want a tower moment fixed, and you were being patient. Something you didn't want to work on. You found it was no benefit, something to do with the Queen of Wands, a King of Wands. A control matter, maybe in a destiny. Maybe something happened in the past that, slow and steadily had to release something to find compassion. You could have been dealing with a Leo. Could have been dealing with that Sag. You could have been dealing with Aquarius. There's a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus as well. There's also that unquieted, not saying how you really feel kind of energy, but there's love behind it. So again, it's something that you didn't want to move with or co-create with. This is upright. So, is there a choice in a relationship that maybe you made very quickly, and now that things have slowed down, you have a different reflection of it, balancing your own energies? Because, of course, Libra, you are the balances. And you know what? They've been balancing our energies a lot lately. Bringing those emotions upright, getting rid of the Pisces era of what generational holds may have held, right? But there's also such a protection here that you would do anything for your children. You would do anything for what you wanted. You would do anything you had to do for love, which is a nice way to look at it, but sometimes you make quick decisions, you know? So you're looking at something. Whatever you're looking at to co-create with a soulmate, it's going to be a victory coming into September. Now we're going to look at September, they said. So I like the way you found a victory to bring through the door. They want one shuttle aspect over that victory, how it pulled on your shuttle, what you have. Okay, I got it. Yeah, look, 10 of Wands. You put something down, and it was a victory for you. Because you listened to something. Because you listened, maybe you were holding a lot of energy. That's a lot of wands right there, 16 wands. 7 again came up over here to really know how to handle it. The 7 of Wands was in the past. So now something you went through, it's going to be a victory coming forward in September because you're going to realize something. You're going to be more balanced. They said wait on that to the end. Let's look at the stem. With this table that I made from an old family table, there's a beautiful tree in the middle. Now we looked at the past where the leaves may have fell, okay? Where new growth began through that door of 8-8 portal. Now we're going to look at where you are right now. Then I'm going to bring it into September with a clarifier, all right? So let's see how you did right now. In the direction. They don't want an ancient because it was done with. Let's see where you want in the direction for our lovely Libras. Where they are now with their greatest good. What can they know for now, please? What can they know for now, please? All right, well, there's something sacred that you made a stabilization with due to a spiritual awakening. You know, there's a reflection that's a little different from you. Maybe you see somebody walking away and you know, you wish them well or something. There's something that you wish here. That wish is here. There's a love that you hold. There's a light. So there is that compassion coming in, and you notice that. You know, maybe where things were heavy to hold, you noticed something. You know why? Because listening came out twice. You listened to something. You listened to something maybe of an older generation or something that you did. And you realize something. I love that sacredness. Yeah, that gentleness in you, that compassion again to go forward. That's what you have right now. You know, coming in, you notice it. It's like bathing in a peaceful energy for a minute. Time to reflect. Ancestors are above you. Okay, nurturing. Finding that balance for yourself and also your inner child. Excuse me. They said, please hit this. I would like to see what your sounds are doing. Your wave, I can read that. Okay, let me do that one more time. All right. What I feel is that it's a roller coaster, roller coaster, roller coaster, roller coaster, high pitch. Something came in fast with some clarity to the ear, and they're making me, you know, maybe there was a passionate victory, but it was heavy to hold. Okay, there's something with passion, with a relationship, with co-creating it, but it was so heavy to hold. And maybe you feel like there's a lot of dips or something you have to balance out. Something is unclear, but you also know it's the right thing. Wow, that's too many. I'll take the top one. Yeah. So, yeah. So you think about something. Maybe you're going through an emotional stage. You got a 47 and 45 here. So maybe in a decision that you tried to stabilize, you questioned yourself on something. There's something you're questioning when you were bringing through that door, and you're really thinking about it right now. That's why that reflection is. It was something sad to you, but it's something that you had to look at because it was burdensome. And because you did, you began to express yourself. You didn't let it, you weren't holding this sad embrace. You're really, putting it out there. So that way you found that inner child because you released that sad embrace. That's what's coming into September. Yeah, wishing well. Remember, I don't read these upside down. I hear wishing well, kiss and tell. So something's going on there. There's something's going on with a relationship, but you hold it. Okay, so you may be a third party. I didn't see that, but maybe in here. You know, maybe this is the past. Now you have a 45, a 48, and a 47. You're in the portal. You decided to make a change, but something came to you fast. Now you're reflecting something that's important to you. It was fast communication, but in the back of your mind, you think it was a victory, and then something wasn't. So there's two things, but because you released this sad embrace, why I want to say that is because it came out this way, the wishing well over it. So there's two things that you wish well. They said, not these, please. They want to show you what you're pulling on now. And okay, easy. Just let me shuffle them, but I will look at that. There's something that you're really not looking at. You don't want it displayed. You don't want it. You just don't want it out. It's a wish of yours. Yeah, you want to put something to rest, maybe with a Leo, maybe with an ego, maybe with something you've been holding for a little. The sun is here. You found strength in that. That also could be a younger time, but you also are dealing with the balancing, the wounded warrior energy right now. That's what that sad embrace is. But don't worry, you know, the Nine of Pentacles is over it. So it's a confusing energy because it's a love issue. It's a message about love that you keep holding into yourself. You know, bring a little love. This is self-love too. A little gentleness to you. So something that you put down to rest. Maybe there's silent treatment here. Maybe you're a little nervous about a Leo. You know, maybe you're a little nervous of something. You know, maybe you're trying to keep something from a Leo. That's weird. That was weird energy. Let's see what that is. Yeah. Yeah, there was something you didn't want to bring together. You felt it had no benefit. It could have been toxic. You were unwilling to make a choice. You knew you had to protect something, you know, but there was an opportunity lost with it. You lost your patience. So now you're just waiting for a response, but you're waiting in a little bit of confusion. So they're working on your third eye a lot. You're trying to solarize something with your third eye. You see that, right? You're a little nervousness. It's information that you keep seeing or you know your inner self. Right? So there is a little bit of listening to your reflection. There's a little bit of maybe, you know, bringing a balance into yourself that you've been doing. So in the here and now, you're thinking about something for September. You're not willing to look at it. You know something's coming up. You don't know how the opportunity is going to fall, but you're holding it to yourself. You're not saying nothing. There's silent treatment here. So your chakras are going all over the place, but don't worry. You might be thinking of Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. You might be thinking of a Leo. You might be thinking of a Gemini and a Leo. You want a victory. You love these energies around you, but you feel there's confusion with it, and there's also a rest. But you would like to work on it quite clear because this is what you are. Right here, you're in your own reading. You're going to go forward in September. You're going to realize something that's of clarity. You're going to have to make a quick decision. You know if you hold that sword, there is protection here with those dogs. There's something loyal too. With the Queen of Wands. Right? Coming in as both queens, I like that energy. This could be the same sex, whatever it is, but coming in with that knowledge to move forward in something in September, and it's a root issue. Geez, let's see now. Very good. Because coming into that September, it's not so roller coaster because of this. This is what it felt like now when I asked, you know, what your energy sounded like. You're really reflecting something, but you're coming through to begin something. You're not going to be left out no more. You felt like something left out, you know, maybe wasn't a good judgment. That's not really what you wanted, but you know you worked on it because, again, that Ace of Cups is here. You reflected, you listened, you know, wow. Look at the way the shuttles in now, you know, you're pulled all over the place. There's no more, you know, maybe your sacred is being cleared out from the generational pull. That's good because your emotions were upright because of the Queen of Cups. So there's three queens here. You know, maybe a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, maybe a Leo, yourself. and another Capricorn. A lot of other people got involved in this, so there was confusion with that signs, right? But there was something that you really wish. There's a good intention here. It comes with love. You know a person comes with love, but they come with a lot of baggage. But you know their intention really is pure. This could be you or somebody else. But look at how September came through. Look at all that your shuttle took. So you needed a time down. You know, you need that playful energy because your shuttle was taking a hit. You were thinking a lot. But the way you rooted this, found that clarity, which came in here, was beautiful. It's beautiful. You know what I mean? This September leap, I want to look at that. It's beautiful because you move forward with something. You made a decision. They want ancient in this because that's how nice that was. Because that 4 and 8 overruled it. Sorry, you surrendered to something. There's been a big change. Something that was powerful with a Capricorn and a Leo. Something in September you're going to notice. Something you wanted. Maybe you weren't willing to look at it, but you found hope again. I love. Yeah, there it is. There's a want to confirm that. Yeah, there was a gentleness with the Capricorn. There's something special coming to you, a gentleness or, you know, compassion in yourself to release what was toxic, to release what was out of control, to release something that you didn't want. You had the urge and the will and the compassion to speak up where you were holding it. Ground thought. That's the change. Aw, it's beautiful. You opened your heart. Oh, September looks great. They said no more of these. They just want your direction and then a clarifier. Wow. What a beautiful reading, because it was like somebody that held back for so long and found the encouragement to bring something together to complete, from a sad embrace to a beautiful embrace. Oh, you're getting my heart that change. It's pure heart change. Let's hear you now. Much better. There was a rise in your energy, you know, an encouragement. There was. In September, you're going to see this. A rise in you. All right, I'll take it. You were listening. You found that spark, and I knew that rise was coming. You know, that will to move forward, to reach, to say, 3 and 4. Like my patience paid off. I did find that 4 to stabilize from a change, you know? Remember, I don't read these upside down, so don't pay attention to that, all right? Really. There was something that you protected, right? There was a little confusion around it, okay? There was something shaded, you know? You didn't know. That's what it seemed like. But once you let something go, those gray skies cleared out, okay? You got 3, 9, and 3, 0. You made a choice for something, for yourself. You knew something had to be looked at. And the way you did that, yeah, it may have been a little scary to you in the here and now, but you found that hope. Because September, you already moved forward. In this here and now, into September, something's going to happen that, yeah, maybe you're a little afraid of something. Maybe you had to go through the shallows. Maybe you had to go through that balance. Maybe you had to really reflect, but you found that victory coming in here right now. So now you really are maybe a residual, because what I'm saying, every sign so far got this card, and I'm not playing. 2340, yep. That decision to let go of that unknown, why you hold things. Look at why you know you hold things and release it. Your heart has been opened. All that dark green has subsided, right? So in the communication that you were holding, that strong communication lightened up because you were able to reflect it from the third eye, bring it to the heart, and clear it out. If you notice, the sacral is not so nervousness where you drop that down. I really do see that for you. Yeah, look at this movement. Because you did something. You walked away from maybe holding what you truly wanted come into life. You were thinking and reflecting home a lot. You had a completion right here. You have a 13 of a stabilization because you walked away from something, but you also walked away from perception because you had a reflection. I love the way your magic prayer, I didn't see that one. Where was that? Yeah, right here. Sorry, that's that one. Wow, they just made me look down. Magic prayer. So you really been thinking about something, and and something else, because you have an 11 sitting here. Yeah, look at this. Will you look at this on the bottom of the deck, peaks of joy? So you have hope. The hope is really staying with you, this peaceful gentleness to co-create with a soulmate, to have a victory, to put something down. The crown thought was maybe you were thinking about it so much you were holding it in. It was causing emotions, and by you releasing that, you let hope in. The sun is there, that peak of joy. And the way you handled it with your shuttle, you're looking at it like, wow, I'm not gonna, harp on things that are so negative, because it's you're feeling it, you felt it, you're listening to your body as well. So maybe you're starting some kind of switch in a physical activity as well. I want to say that. Let's see, ending energy for our lovely Libras. This is probably the longest one, but I think you needed to hear it. I think there's a really good direction. One for their possible for the here and now, for encouragement that they need. Any encouragement offered? Yeah. Yeah. It's a book, but it's okay. Listen, beautifully done. Look, there's an empress. You've been thinking about maybe a masculine. You've been thinking about something. Maybe you're thinking about, wow, is this a lot of ego coming towards you? Do you have to drop that ego? Do you drop into passion? You're getting that balance. Here's feminine. Here you are with Libra. Here's feminine and masculine energy that has been moved. Maybe to make you think of something so you can create something new. And also, they're telling you to breathe it out. Just breathe it out. You'll make a good decision. Something you think you had your cake and eat it too, or maybe some guilt in there or something. Really weigh that out, because everything happens for a reason. I love the way you move, the way your childlike energy is balanced. You have your adult childhood in you. You have that will to play. You have that will to have a spark, to have hope, to have that gentleness in you. You're a very forgiving person. Maybe you're dealing with a masculine that feels guilty. I mean, take it as it resonates, but I feel a masculine, working through their emotions, or a Leo sign working through their emotions, that raw masculine. Bringing that down, that's the energies of the collective anyway. We're going to be in this for a minute. So it looks good for you, Libra, because it's like you've already been through this. You knew what you were doing in the door. Yes, you get some information in the middle of the portal. Like there was epiphany. There was almost like a tower. But you know what? It wasn't so bad, because it actually helped you. Overall energy. Yep. What I say. You're going to figure something out. You're going to be much more happier in September. Something's coming up. Yes, there's a lot you have to deal with that's unclear with an Aquarius. There's a lot you have to deal with that's unclear with maybe a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. A lot that you have to are unclear with an Aries, Leo, and a Capricorn. Could be Taurus or Virgo, or the same suit that you're dealing with, two Libras. Okay, there's a lot of swords right here, but also it's clearing out something for you. I love your reading. It went a little long, but there was something that you needed to hear. But you know what? Keep that hope, because you're going to look at an intention. And and all good intentions will succeed, especially if there's a victory here. There's a good intention. There's a good intention for love. There's a good intention to protect, because you listened and you reflected. And you found that innocence in you, and maybe released something, and also found compassion into what may have been hard to deal with, what may have been the loop you were trapped in for a minute, with clarity, with decisions. Of course, we're on the board with the lovers being here. But the change, Leo's twice, you might be dealing with more than one Leo. You might be dealing with more than one fire sign and more than one air sign. So that's what I'm feeling. So there's a lot of clearing right here, and a gentleness. There's a really if there's a relationship, when the devil sign comes up in a relationship, there's a lot of passion, like woohoo passion, very lustful relationship, but also has a balance here. So when it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's like confusing. But there's always a strong hold to something you always will love for the long haul. This king loves for the long haul. Like they're loyal. Loyal did come up. So something you're realizing This is something loyal. I'm ending this. This was longer, 29:44. So you expanded to stabilize two things. Lovely. Lovely portal. Okay, take care. Lovely September as well. I enjoyed this. Thanks for the likes, the views. You guys support me in so many ways. You know, your donations help me. It just helps keep this going. I just want to appreciate it right now and forever. Thanks. Because I love to read. And I love the way your intention is. So I got such a warm feeling because you're such a kind person, Libra. Whoever really logged onto here, I feel your heart. It's beautiful and it's balanced. Your energy, and you're going to notice it in September. I think you notice it now. You know, they said work on your shuttle, maybe some breathing. They did say that in there for advice, you know. So whatever you use to meditate or clear out your energy, walk or whatever, they're saying go ahead, do it. 333, ending it. Bye.